Hey, good morning, world. It's Allie with The Right Place, Right Time, award-winning author, international book coach, and ghostwriter, and I am here to drop today's Memoir Minute, where you can learn about writing memoir 1 minute at a time. Today's question: what should I be looking for in a publishing company as a memoirist? So, first and foremost, you want a publishing company who actually publishes memoir. Not all of them do. So, if you are looking at independent publishers or hybrid publishers, you definitely want to make sure that those publishers have other memoirs in their portfolio that they've worked on. Why is that? Because memoirs are not like every other nonfiction book because of the fact that they are a personal narrative and they are based on the author's life. They don't necessarily get the same exact treatment as a sales book or business book or personal development book. They're going to look a little bit more like a novel. So you really want a publisher who understands this genre as being different than the other ones and gets that kind of treatment. And of course, if that publishing company also provides any kind of marketing support within their package, you want to make sure that they're also thinking about how to market that memoir as a memoir. Because again, the positioning of the book is going to be a little bit different than if you are trying to market a thought leadership book or an industry expert book or a branded business book. These are different genres. Again, the focus, the way that they're told, the themes, who they're trying to reach, very different beasts. So you want to make sure that your publishing company understands that, right? And the best way for them to understand that is if they've done it before. Now, the other thing that you want to be looking at as a publishing company is you want them to care about what it is that you are trying to say and do with this book, right? Because your memoir is about your life, it's about your challenges, your adversity, maybe your trauma. You're going to want a human on the other end. And I know that I talked about this last week as well. This is super important. You want a human who can see you not just as the author who's trying to make some money off of this book, but also as the human being who experienced the things that you wrote the book about, and whatever mission or vision you have for what you want to do with that story, how you want to impact others, how you want to help others feel less alone, how you want to transform their ideas or their thinking, whatever it might be. Our memoirs are our most vulnerable kind of expressions of the lived stories and experiences that we've had. So we want a publisher to kind of honor that, recognize that, acknowledge that, validate that thing, not just look at the book as dollars and signs. We want them to also believe in us as an author and the message that we're trying to promote. So that's another piece to the puzzle. A third thing that you want to be looking for is just like the quality of the books. So, look at the cover designs, see if you can get your hands on any. Ask for some advanced readers copies, ask for a free ebook version. Try to actually look at some of the books that they've produced to make sure that they have the utmost professional quality so that you know that when your book is all said and done, you're going to really believe in the way that it's been designed, the way that it's been laid out, the way that it looks in readers' hands. Because wouldn't it suck if you got all the way to the other side of developing a really powerful manuscript, and then when the book comes together, it looks like a mess? Okay, so look at some examples, make sure that you can tell that they're producing fine quality final products. So those are a few things to really be thinking about. There's a whole slew of others, but those are some to get you started. And if you would like to talk about this more, if you want to know kind of what's on the other side of this journey before you actually begin, right? Like start with the end in mind, then please book a Story Stroll. Let's talk about what it means for you to publish a memoir. If you've got questions about this, drop them in the comments, and I am happy to engage in a conversation there first, but ultimately would love to spend 20 minutes with you on a Story Stroll so we can really dive in and talk about the book that you want to write.